It was a classic. Smyrna CR.
Benny, this was fun. This is what the sport needs, in my opinion. And the fans showed up. The wrestlers put on a great performance. The coaches, they were phenomenal. This is just, our sport needs this.
Oh, exactly. And I also I think we need, we're starting to get a little resurgence out of the Blue Hen Conference. We talked about this when we did the rankings.
Absolutely.
And, William Penn isn't the pushover anymore. So quite possibly, CR may have put themselves into a third seed. That being said, only one time in the history of the state duels as a number 3 seed won a state title.
Awesome.
That was Caesar Rodney in 2011. So, I think there's a lot of matches like this in Smyrna Cape and Cape CR. They can all be turned around on one hinging match or a pin that didn't happen the last time.
No question about it. Talking to Smyrna fans while you were over here conducting the interviews, they said, look, we got the W tonight. That we're happy. We're going to celebrate. But guess what? We got another big duel coming up, and that's against Salesian Annam, who, as they said, running the table up top. So,
and a tough kid in Stevens down at 113. Talk a little bit about the match tonight. I felt as if Caesar Rodney didn't come out with a lot of fire in their matches tonight.
Absolutely. You guys probably heard me say it in several matches where just their body language, I don't know where they were at, but they were not in the same gym that we were in.
Right.
And they just went out there a little sluggish, and you can't do that here.
No, you're right. And just the opposite. Smyrna came out. They're on their home mat. They were taking it tonight, and they went after it and did it with a couple. Mike Rocco. We were calling him Eddie Kaiser all night. We didn't even know who he was. And Mike Rocco comes out and he seals it. He ices the match for Smyrna, and that was a bit of that swagger and something that CR's had in the past. We'll leave them nameless. We got that one text that said, Caesar Rodney has to learn to ride. They have to learn to hold people down, and they weren't doing it. We got that text during the match, and that was from a CR alum. And he said, they have to ride. They have to change things going into the state duels.
Well, it's a sense of pride. You talk about the 011 team and some of those other teams, and certainly these kids put forth a good effort. I'm not extremely disappointed because they have a chance to redeem themselves February 11th.
Right.
And this gave Dickie Howell great opportunity to see exactly what he's working with, and you best believe they'll be riding and they'll be getting up off bottom come February 11th.
You're right. We're probably going to see some more matchup changes. Not sure where Scarfo weighed in, what he weighed in at tonight, but they got time maybe to get him to 38 and have some options maybe. We'll see as we get down the road. But I think Kurt Howe made some good moves tonight. He said, like he said, CR had choice at 120, and he would have done the same exact thing. Height Fleetwood.
Absolutely. And, hey, you got to say it. You got to say it. Great wrestling match between those two. Prior to the season, I said, we were having this discussion. Will they wrestle this year? Will they wrestle the same weight? Not only have they wrestled, they've wrestled multiple times. And
4 times this year.
And, I enjoy seeing after the matches these two awesome wrestlers go over. Micah literally says, hey, Fleetwood. And, they shake hands and they hug each other. And what other way to be, friends and brothers of the sport.
That's,
on the mat,
that's right.
Afterwards,
I remember years ago, before my son was in high school, I would go watch the CR Smyrna match and enjoy it. Once you're involved in it, you're reeled in, man. There's so much involved in it. I think people just don't understand how special. And it's been going on for 50 years, 40, 50 years.
Talking to Ron Eby, he said, you know what? I've been here, this is my 50th year. Never missed a match.
Right.
So
it's a special night, and we saw it tonight. It was a really good crowd. It wasn't that 2012 crowd, but then again, there was nothing else going on that night. We had people from all over here, but it was still a good crowd for a Friday night with all the sports that were going on, and you still had close to 2,000 people here for a regular season dual meet. But it was the S and the CR.
Absolutely, two brothers going at it at the head table.
All right,
folks, we appreciate you joining us. Nothing but fun. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Couldn't have done it without you, Benny.
Oh, thanks. Joined it.
You pulled all the notes. You did all your homework. And, man, John, he was over there doing multitasking there, giving you guys the sharp angle. And we were able to come here and pull off 3 duels a day. So,
Well, and I think we'll be right back here not too long from now for these state
right.
duels. So be ready to join us for that state duels broadcast. We got the conferences coming up and the individual states. So we still got a lot of wrestling going on in Delaware, folks.
And you can find it all on InsideWrestling.com.
Matt Side at Inside. Have a good night, folks.
You too.